Hello?
I'm live with.
How's
How's it going?
Did you hit the light? Oh my God. Cody's trying to be my wingman here. Hold on.
All right. I'm trying to pull I can see all the way in my living room. I'm trying to pull away from that. You might see some more of the 500 bitches. I mean, girls.
So, what's up? Today's a good day.
Yes, what a day. It's been a good one, huh, for both of us.
Like, just good all around.
I agree. 100%. I'm going to put you right here. Where am I going to put you? Hold on.
Shit, you're dropping shit now. Look at you.
Hold on. I'm not even drinking. Hold on. All right, I think I got it. There we go.
Everyone's like, wasn't expecting this duo. It's a dream team right here.
I'll put a plant in front of me. This like some back. I'm just kidding. Yeah, good day all the way around, huh? What was good on your side?
Yahoo is Yahooed out.
Oh, he got all Yahooed out, huh?
Yeah, he's all Yahooed out.
Oh, you know that I went to take him down a good 6 months ago or so, and I started hitting him, and he's like, "Please don't do this. Please, I apologize. I will never post anything about you again. I took everything down. Please don't do this. Don't know that. You know, just trying to harp on my feelings." And I said, "All right, cool. I'll do that for you. I'll
See what you get when you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy sometimes." So I left it alone, and then here recently he starts, doing it. He pulled me up again, and I warned him. I was like, "Stop this crap. Don't do this crap." And then I one of my friends reached out and took care of it for me. So thank you for that.
I need to send your friend like an edible arrangement or something like that.
Yes, loves edible arrangements. And then this stalker that I have made up an account about me, and then so they did a good riddance. Hey Geoffrey, love you, John. So a good just took me off. I don't know how your app works or whatever you're on. I don't even know what it is. But
you're on your phone, right?
I am.
I could tell because you don't have the full screen. Yeah, it's just YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool. I've never done it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like it's when you stream on YouTube, you have to use like a service to stream. You can't stream directly through YouTube, so you have to use like StreamYard, and then that's how you invite people on.
I see.
And then you have to get naked at the end.
That's Cody, So
that's given all the time, Cody.
Yeah.
But yes, and so the stalker of mine, whose name I'm gonna blast because it doesn't even matter. Her name is. But she tried to go at 90 Day Disaster to post some bullshit about me, which 90 Day Disaster did, and I warned 90 Day Disaster not to do that. But she's basically liking all this negative stuff about me. Geoffrey's a narcissist. Geoffrey's a piece of shit. Geoffrey's this. Geoffrey's that. So I focused, and when I
Vaya con Dios.
Adios.
That account has said the most rancid things about me, just like Yahoo. So I mean, like two birds, one stone. Like this is like better than Christmas, to be honest. I haven't been this happy, and I couldn't tell you how long.
Oh, giggles! Why do you want to thrive on hate? Why? What is the point of thriving on hate and negativity? There's no point in it. And those people should be outed, and they should be ousted, and they should be kicked the F out. And thankfully, that's what exactly happened. So I'm thankful for that.
Who is this stalker person? Is it someone that you've known for like personally, or is it another weirdo from the internet?
Stalker is a groupie. Her name is. I don't even care to put it out there. She's out there to be some man whore. I don't even care. But her name is. She was a groupie, turned lover, turned hater. I mean, like all this full circle. And her goal is to be on the 90 Day Fiance show. Like that's her goal. So she's hooked up with this girl in the Netherlands. And I am assuming, this is my assumption, that they're going to try to hit the show together or something. But they're just frauds. It's fake. It's about them trying to, just be on. They want to be on the show. And she thought she could be on the show through me. But obviously that's not going to happen. And so they wrote a Monsters and Critic or something.
I know. I saw that somebody. I'm like, wow, people are really writing on this. Okay.
they wrote a story about it, and they asked for my opinion, my statement. And I said, this is middle school drama. They said, what's your statement? No, will you give a statement? Are you going to deny or accept or whatever the allegation is? I was like, it doesn't even deserve a statement.
I'd be like, why do I have to give a statement to you? Who are you?
And not to mention, if I want to screw 500 more people, then I should be able to do women. I should be, no offense.
No, hey, none taken.
I should be able to do that. It's ridiculous that they want to, thrive into my supposed sexual life. And what gets me, the best part about this, Johnny, is that they say I was in relationships with these people. If I was in multiple relationships, let's just say all this was true. Let's just throw it out there.
Play devil's advocate.
Yeah. If it was all true, were they really relationships or were they side pieces?
I mean, you must have all the time on your hands, man, to like be bubbling all this.
I feel like a freaking disgusting whore. It's crazy.
I don't even know how you have time to talk to me right now. Like, you should probably have like a revolving door of women like in and out of your like house right now.
I need to do it. I need to go tend to.
Is there one like hiding behind the cabinet? Where are they, Geoffrey?
That's why I stuck you here. I need to. I wish I had that stand. I'm 43 years old. I'm not, it's not like it used to be. I don't have it like it used to be, and I'll take that back. Maybe I do, but still, but it's just silly. And that actually this account, it's not getting any traction. The two accounts that try to bolster that hate account got taken down. And that's what matters. So Disaster and Yahoo Boy tried to bolster that account, and now they're gone. And that kind of let that be a warning. You can't thrive on this disgust and this hate without somebody coming at you.
I don't know so much for I know Disaster because they were always on all my hate pages. They were always like talking shit about me, and I'm like, once I saw that, I was like, oh my god. But Yahoo, I mean, he only has one speed, and that's just attack, and he like what's the word I'm looking for? He like hyper focuses in on people and like just doesn't stop. And like not even people like you like Devin. You haven't been on the show. Devin's not on the show. Larissa's not on the show anymore. All people that have come and gone. Like, but why are you fixating? That's it.
Yes.
Why are you fixating yourself on these people? And it's just one speed.
It is, and it's. I guess that we should still be on the show because we are such a draw for people and a draw for drama. But without an even situation, it's just silly that they thrive on the negative aspect of everything. Not that, hey, Geoffrey's doing great. Geoffrey's filed three things were filed today for me in court. And it's good stuff. Not that crap. It's the stuff they want to focus on is negative. And that's the crap. I won a court case just I don't know, a month ago that I got the judge threw himself off. Prior to that, I won the court case trying to take my rights away. I won that one. It's just nobody wants to.
Well, nobody reports on that.
Nobody, and it's always that. Hey, Geoffrey got pulled over for speeding, and while he was at it, he had sex with a police officer and got out of it. It's kind of like, why? But it's part of the game, I guess, and I accept it. But it does have drawbacks. It does play on the whole mental aspect of things and the healthy. I try to live healthy, but mentally it can be draining. It could be like,
oh yeah, it can.
This is such a screw. It's such a bad screw, and it's just uncalled for. None of these girls that are making, like, as for which is AKA, I'm not going after any of them. I don't even care. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's all. You can't call this doxing, by the way, when they've doxed me. So I saw your little smirk.
No, what? I'm not saying nothing. I'm just listening.
But I I just can't I can't fathom what goes through their heads and how jaded, I guess, jaded they are towards this whole situation and towards not being. It's like I didn't give them the rose, you know, at the end of the Bachelorette crap, you know, and so they're like, take down Geoffrey. He's a womanizer and a killer and abuser and, you know, whatever. And it's just this. And then she always goes at people and she says, women should support women. Women should support women. But she's outing women. Like she's posting these screenshots that she's taken from these rumor mill crap and posting it and posting their faces and stuff, which are outing these women that are in the rumor mill that don't know the facts of whatever's going on. And it's just completely and utterly stupid and kind of negates exactly her supposed stance. So it's just sad. I feel sorry. I legit feel sorry. She's got a lot of issues. She's I don't even want to talk bad about her. She's got a lot of issues. Like,
I mean, she came in pretty hot and heavy with that account. It was like, boom, it was like 40 posts about you in like hours.
I haven't even looked in the account.
As many women as you're hiding behind you at the moment is how many posts she put up, like in like a matter of like days.
And here I am. It's Friday night. And I'm at home, you know, in Tennessee. You know, supposedly I'm living with Varia somewhere. It's just the craziest shit that I see. You know, it's but it is what it is. You know, whatever. I kind of accept it. It comes along with the territory. You know, I accepted this whole situation, and you know, here I am. But Monsters and Critic, they, like I said, they reached out to me and DM me on Instagram. I responded, and then they went a whole different direction. You know, they were like, "Oh, this is all great stuff. You know, I appreciate you."
I didn't even read it. I saw that they were like all bragging about, "Oh, look, we got in an article." I'm like, "Oh, I've been in 8 million." Yeah, whatever. I was like,
exactly, yeah. You know, this is not my first tabloid, but you know, it's just nonsense. But you know, what it boils down to is that, you know, somebody is trying so hard to gain attention and so much that she can't do it on her own, so she's got to ride on my shoulders and at the same time beat me down. And I'm like, stop. What do you why? You know,
there's that crew of people that like that Yahoo circle, and that's all. That's where you have to go to when you just want to beat somebody down and beat them down and beat them down some more. And that's all they do.
I got this.
I'm happy that you do.
I didn't
Cheers.
know, but yes. What are you drinking?
I am drinking the most fanciest box Chardonnay on the market.
Yeah,
it's called Franzia. It's French. It's Franzia. It's a French derivation.
So
it's like an oaky.
If Franzia sees this, please send Mr. John Yates sampler bottles or boxes, I should say.
It's very boxed. I love it. I can't even go out to like a restaurant. Well, when I go out to drink, I usually get like vodka and tonic. But you know, if I have wine and I'm out, like, and it's like a nice bottle of wine, or you know, even like your $30 bottle, like whatever, I'm like, what is this swill? I'm like, this is disgusting. I can't drink it.
I'm like this. I'm like holding my nose, drinking it down. Like, I don't.
You know, we drink wine at the house, like normally, and then you know, if I go out, I drink vodka, and that's it.
That's a true Russian right there.
My phone is like lighting up like Christmas morning. It's like so crazy. Everyone's like, "Yay!"
No, I'm happy. Like it's a legit good time. I mean, this should be a warning. Like, why do that? Why go after people like that? And it's my Instagram is just. You heard something funny? I actually tried to report something, and I reported it backwards, so it took my post off. And
oh, you reported yourself?
It struck me. I was like, no. But you know, like I said, it should be a warning, and that you just shouldn't act that way. Like, man, love, you know, gives love. You know, you show me love, I'll give you love back. You know, you've never been bad to me. You know, and I've shared whatever. I've done what you've asked. You've done what I asked, and we compliment each other. And that's what should happen in these situations. And that's good that you can rely on somebody. And
I've gotten crap for being your buddy. Like, like how could you post about Geoffrey? How could you? I'm like, he's always been. Listen, he's always been good to me, and that's what I look at.
Yeah. I guess we haven't been in a relationship is the issue. I guess.
And it's whatever. Like, who doesn't have a past? Like, and whatever happened. It's not what I look at how people treat me now. And if they treat me as if like I wanted to be treated, then that's all that matters to me. That's
a supposed Christian way, repent and don't be hypocritical, and forgive and forget and whatever, and value who you are now. But that's why religion is such a boycott with me, because it's always them coming at you in an aggressive stance, when most of the time they're doing exactly what they're accusing you of, but they're in the dark. I'm on social media. I'm in the limelight. My sex life is supposedly straight out there where everybody can see it.
We're like Wilt Still Chamberlain, man. You should write a book.
What, 1,000? What is it? I don't even...
10,000. Didn't he sleep with 10,000 women or something like that?
Yeah, some crazy amount. But yeah, and which mine is actually true. His was false. But it's that was a joke.
Yeah,
You're supposed to laugh at that.
I did. I'm laughing.
It's just nonsensical, where I just can't understand where people can just I don't know. They prey on it. They enjoy it. It's drama. I get it. You want to sit on your couch and read this fanciful crap of these people. It makes sense, per se. But in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of sucks,
Well, like, also there's like the thing, like, where people just go and they get fixated, right? So they post, and like they don't add anything else to it. Like, when I can't find anything to post, I'm not going to make something up.
I know.
Or, post, like, Yara posted her baby picture yesterday. Post a baby picture. Be positive a little bit. Bring a little joy. It can't be always like doom and gloom.
Yeah.
With the tree right in front of the camera. Really?
I'm getting rid of it. It can't always be drama. And that's what people are looking for. And that's what people thrive on, is drama. And I don't know. Even the picture that I posted just recently of me sucking water out of a puddle, people are saying, oh, you're going to get shits. Oh, you're going to die. Oh, you're going to die. Oh, is that piss? Oh, it's like, fuck, people. I'm trying to show you that you can live off the environment right now. But, in the future, if we don't take care of it, aka Earth Day, if you don't take care of it, we're not going to be able to do this.
Well, you're a little more earthier than me. I don't think that I would be sucking water off a leaf in like, a brook, a babbling brook. Like, but we also don't have those where I am.
You would if you needed to. That's the most important part. Like, I can't squish a bug or kill an animal, but by gosh, if I needed to survive, I would. I would eat a person. I don't even care. As long as I'm going to survive, the apocalypse is here.
You know what you're giving these people? Wait till we get off. Oh, Geoffrey Paschel will eat human beings. Wait, watch. They're gonna that clip is gonna be everywhere.
He's a what is it called? Cannibal. He's a cannibal. Yes.
Wait for it.
Is that when you're in dire straits, you're gonna do what you need to do to survive. And right now, like that kind of crap, this puddle of water that was just rained and was put there, it's not going to have mosquito larvae and giardia or whatever the word is and whatever else in it, You're
not living in the Amazon where, it's a little bit different.
Yes, it's not moist all the time, which I don't like that word moist, but whatever. But yeah, today's a good day though. I think we prospered. I think we need to continue this avenue. Like I lost focus for a while, and now I'm going to refocus on this whole situation. I'm going to like the whole thing. She's a legit stalker. Everything from coming by my house to getting on my email.
She lives close to you, or like did she like oddly drive hours to go to your house?
She was traveled to close to me, moved here on the premise that moved.
on the premise that she was going to go to college at the University of Tennessee, but supposedly it was a whole online college aspect, and so she didn't even have to be here. And apparently she lost. She got
Wait. She was going to go to online college, but she had to, like, that's like me driving to Phoenix to go to the University of Phoenix online.
Exactly. And so she did that. She come by my house multiple times, trying to say she saw me outside, Vari outside, Varia's puppy outside, all kinds of crap.
Oh, I saw something about the puppy recently. They were like, "Oh, look, it's the puppy that he got her," and then the puppy's here. I'm like, huh. I'm like, that's just.
I would have posted about this said puppy, right? But on top of that, she came by here. She tried to friend my friends around me, tried to find her in. Just a crazy, like, my biggest thing is getting into my email. Like, I have lawyer emails. I have all kinds of emails.
Wait, does she still live in Tennessee? Like, is she still by you?
No, that's I just recently read something where she left because she wanted to get away from me, but she was run out. She ran out because she was scared because I was filing stalker charges against her. And so apparently she called the police station and they told her there wasn't some sort of report, which there's not. But I did talk to the detective about filing these charges. So there's no report, but there is a, I guess per se my statement about this.
And you never met her, like, in,
she's a disgusting soul, like a legit disgusting soul. And I'm just sideways about how gross.
I love Geoffrey. I just love him. I love him. I thought Cody was listening. The disgusting soul just took me out because that's like something that I would totally say. It's like that's me.
It's legit to a point where it's scary. Like, you remember you had people taking pictures of your car, your license plate, your house. That's legit scary stuff.
I had to live off the grid like John Connor because of the craziness that, and I never even been on TV. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm like, I've never been on TV. I don't understand the obsession. I get all the bells and whistles of the crazies without ever being on TV and making money from it. Yay! That's just amazing.
It's kind of like you're on the show. But it's just,
I'm cast adjacent John Yates. That's who I am. That's me. Just cast adjacent.
But what it boils down to is this girl. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If I ever get called out on this word, disgusting, I can provide proof.
A good lock on things. Now, did she? When did she get her calling that she was a lesbian? Was it after you rebuked her? And then she decided did she try to pull the Stephanie card? She's like, "Oh, okay, I'm a lesbian."
It is. I don't think it's a Stephanie card. I think this is kind of, hit or miss. I think she accepts whatever happens. But this is from her mouth. She witnessed some car crash in Baltimore, was a witness to the car crash, gave her information to the guy. The guy reached out to her and said, "Hey, we find you really attractive. Will you hook up with me and my wife?" This is her stuff. And so apparently all this
in a car accident. So she just got hit by a car, and then they were like, "Hey, listen, we just hit you, but let's hit you again in our bedroom later on tonight." That's what's up.
Something like that. And that's the way that it went. And it's just so crazy how people. I can't understand that. Like, I don't know if maybe I'm the crazy one and everybody else.
No, it's these people. And listen, like, the good people who watch the show are amazing, and I'm grateful. And I have so many people in the chat, like, who I love. And then, like, there's like no happy medium. There's no in between with 90 Day Fandom. It's either you're amazing and good-hearted, or you're like the craziest motherfucker that ever walked Earth.
The post that you put up the other day, I love you so much. You're a whore.
Yeah, that's it. That's Anfisa. Yeah,
that's what I have all in my DMs. And it's just, I guess it's just part of the game. Whatever. But I don't know. I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for the show. but it also wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for the show. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of hit or
Well,
miss.
do you regret doing the show?
I don't regret anything in my life. Maybe I regret a couple things. I don't want to say what
Because you were kind of established before you did the show. You did like you were on like a couple of shows, right? Like the ID channel, and you
Yeah.
did like did this help you with anything like in terms of that or like?
Fuck no, it hurt. It hurt me because everybody looks at this stuff and the stuff you see on social media, the stuff you see everywhere as truth. They look at somebody saying something, it must be true because it's said, it's stated, it must be true.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah, all of it, most of it is, a lot of it's true, some of it's true, but a lot of it is not true, and they just go on this and they pounce on you, and Geoffrey's this, Geoffrey's that, Geoffrey did this, Geoffrey killed his kid, Geoffrey did, like, MFer, if I ever see you, I will be called a murderer because you will not be coming out of that.
I feel the same way. There's a few people, if I ever saw on the street, I would just take them out. And I don't even think I'd go to hell for it because I honestly think I'd be doing the world a favor.
Service, yes. There's a service being done. And I would do that. And I'm more than happy to do that. A lot of people say, Geoffrey won't hit a man. He'll only hit a girl. Bitch, try me. It's like bullshit out there. It's all about this phone gangster or this internet gangster crap. It's just this keyboard gangster wannabe big boy stuff saying all this garbage, and it's nonsense. I don't need to hit a woman. I don't need to. I can say shut up and walk away. I don't care. But somebody's going to say something to me, a man especially, going to say something, I'll react, and I do react, and I have reacted. Maybe.
I mean, I mean, like when, I don't know.
Unless it's you, John.
No, but things are so different now, and
it's just a politically correct BS cancel culture crap, and it's just wrong. Everybody makes mistakes. Absolutely. A lot of mistakes are passed over, but a lot of, many mistakes are seen and then put out there. Somebody in my situation, they'll exponentiate, and here I am out here. I'm a baby killer when I accidentally stood on a spider. It's just all this stuff is just screwed up, and it's just wrong. This whole cancel culture crap is wrong. Everybody has done pretty much whatever's been said out there, from lying to cheating to whatever. Everybody's done it. I mean, it's out there. You can wide your eyes, but everybody's cheated, everybody's lied, everybody's done whatever, and then they focus on me or anybody else, Trump, right. I don't care, Biden, but they put all this crap out there as if we're special people, and we're not. I'm just some random dude that was on TV.
I just like to say I wish the two people that lost their accounts, they tried to cancel me, and here I still am, and go fuck yourselves. So there's that. Just wanted to throw that out there. Did you watch do you know what's going on with like Sharon Osbourne? Because like this is a good point with the cancel culture.
Her, because she supported somebody that supposedly said something against somebody else. I have zero.
Yeah, and then she was on Bill Maher last week, and I watched it because I wanted to see what she had to say. And even Bill Maher had her side, which surprised me. Like, Bill Maher is like, as liberal as they get. And I was surprisingly happy to see that he defended her because, Sharon Osbourne just said, like, listen, I don't agree with Piers, right, about what he said. But at the same time, he's my friend and I support him. And then she loses her job over it just because she supported a friend. She didn't say she agreed with him.
Yes.
But she gets fired from a job she had for what, 11, 12 years on the talk?
Oh, so I didn't even know she did lose it though.
Oh yeah, she got fired.
Oh,
just for saying I don't agree with what he said. And like she's British and Piers is British, and like we probably already know that the British take the Queen very seriously. You know what I mean? Like that's their whole life.
Yeah.
So like I kind of feel like Sharon kind of probably did agree with Piers, but But due to cancel culture, she had to say like, I don't agree with him. Whether she did or not, it's a different story. But all she said was like, I support my friend.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, and then fired. And Bill Maher had her back, and I was shocked.
Yeah, it's you cannot say anything without some uproar. Like we don't have our own I guess my own mouthpiece. Like a lot of shit that I've said on this live right now, or whatever you call this thing, can be used against me. Like Geoffrey supports Sharon Osbourne, and he's a piece of.
Oh
shit.
yeah, and also you're a cannibal and you eat people, so get ready for that.
But it's just it's nonsensical stuff that people come at everybody else with. Like let live and let live. That's the way that should be. If I want to believe a certain way, it's my choice. It's my right. If I like Sharon Osbourne, fine. I think she's kind of a bitch, but whatever, but she can say whatever the hell she wants to say. She can feel however she wants to feel. It's okay, and we shouldn't go at people because they think differently. And that's the problem. Everybody wants this robotic freaking nature, this tunnel vision crap of thinking similar, not even similar, thinking identical. And if you don't think identically to somebody else, you're wrong, and therefore you should be canceled.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody should watch that. It was Bill Maher on last Friday. It was a really, really good episode, and Bill Maher was very down the middle with his thoughts, and
he was being that's what he was doing. He was scared too for the cancel culture crap. Down the middle means you're being careful. You're walking on eggshells. You're walking sideways. That's the nonsense. Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth's happy to see you. Thank you, Elizabeth.
That's the
Mike and Dios Yahoo.
That's what I'm talking about. So this crap of people trying to wash exactly. I want to say what I want to say. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you like it. But there should be some pounce on you where you pounded somebody down because they think differently.
I've been called homophobic.
I would call you homosexual, but that's just.
I'm homophobic. with the man I married on the other couch behind me, but I'm homophobic. I've been called everything short of a murderer. That's pretty much. I mean, the list of you ever Google your name and see what comes up? Like when you want to feel real bad about yourself. Do you ever do that?
If you start typing in GEO, my name pops right up. So, yes.
Like I type in John Yates, and then like 8 million Reddit posts come up about how we're on drugs, how we're on meth, how we're on this, how we don't work, how we don't support ourselves, how people like. It's really depressing. I don't do it anymore, but God forbid, if I ever want to get a job that I needed, if someone Googled me, I'd be, I'm shit out of fucking luck.
I Googled my net worth and it's like 2 million. And I'm like, where the hell is it?
Can you give me some money since I don't like to work and do meth all the time? Just throwing it out there for the world.
You got to think that these people that do these things and say these things are just jealous people. Like they're people who was nothing until she started posting some pictures as if she was on my couch or whatever else, and started getting followers because they thought she was with me. It's just nonsensical. I hate that I use that word so many times, but it's nonsensical. It's so nonsensical. It doesn't make sense.
Hold on, I'm trying to find somebody to block, and I can't find their last comment.
Oh, I can't see any comments, so.
Yeah, because you're on the phone.
It's probably.
Can't see. The only way I could block somebody is if I go off a comment. And I cannot.
But where's the positivity in this? And if we really thought she was.
Willie, send me the text to the YouTube. That way I could do it that way because I can't find a comment. Go ahead, Geoffrey. Sorry.
Yes, the text. You want me to send you text?
No, not you. Julie, send me a text with the link to the page.
Oh, I see. I can send you text where she's bragging about wanting to be on the page. Or
on a page or the show?
On the show. But it's just dumb. It's just dumb. And if she wants, I don't even give a like. I've had a lot of past relationships, and I don't give a 2 cents about it. I don't think past about them. I don't care, and I'm not gonna blast them or anything. But when you're sitting here blasting me and saying such BS and making these messages that out like I'm some sort of sex fiend and all this crap, I'm gonna come at you. I'm gonna come back at you.
Well, it's been like almost a year now that your show ended, like right before. Like when was like your last episode? It's almost been about a year, right?
Yeah, we filmed in 2019, so in July of 2019. So we're looking at almost 2 years of filming since film.
And yeah, and so for a whole year you've been dealing with this bullshit.
Yes, and I don't know how to. I didn't. They don't give you a manual in all this crap. I had no idea, and that's what TLC is going to watch this. That's what TLC do, or Discovery Channel or whoever. You need to tell these people what's going to happen. You need to give them some classes like, hey, you're going to be hated on. You're going to be loved on. Watch out. You need to not be naive. You need to not be gullible. You need to not be all this stuff. Because you don't know what you're getting into. Make sure your mental health is okay, because people can kill themselves. Just all. I saw a post you put the other day or yesterday or whatever.
Larissa?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're getting into until you get into it. And a lot of people say things that are just so depressing and so sad. You know it. I mean, you've got however many thousands of followers. I mean, there's such hateful crap that people say and do, and that you're like, maybe I am a piece of shit.
Oh, I've said that multiple times. Like, because there's only so much you could read about yourself, and then you're like, wait, is this really me? Or the ridiculous stuff like the meth and all that, and that's bullshit. But like when you read just like, and it's constantly pounded into your head, and I'm like, I literally call my friends from high school, because I kept a close circle. I've been friends with the same friends for like 30 years. And some of them know what I go through on this and some don't. And I'm like, am I this guy? And they're like, you need to stop reading this. Like, no,
You can't help it though. I mean, because I want to say that I don't though. I don't, because I know when you click on it, it gives them money. So I don't click on that clickbait crap. But people send me screenshots of stuff so much. My inbox is so full of like, Geoffrey, this is what they said now. This is what, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I don't ever click on the stuff because I don't want to give them that, penny or half a penny or quarter of a penny or whatever it is.
Like a tenth of a penny.
I know.
I was on that clickbait stuff. You literally make, I think it's 10 cents per every 1,000 swipes. It's you have to have like millions of followers for you to make any type of coin off that, or like a lot of traffic on your page. It's not hard. That's why I ended it. I'm like, because then people were pissed off because like, oh, you're doing a clickbait. I'm like, I'm just trying to get paid, but
I do a lot of work here.
I'm just trying to make a living.
That was that 90-day disaster. I read their bio, and they had a link to their page where they sold jewelry or something like that. And it's like, I'm so-and-so, I'm a stay-at-home mom with this and that. And it's like,
well, then look, don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. Coming at people and being mean to people for no freaking. You don't know me from Adam. I'm not a bad guy. I will stop and pull over and fix your flat tire for you as you're standing there scratching your head.
Oh my God, Kelly's in here, Kelly Zimmer, and I just said that to her 2 nights ago. We were talking, and I was like, "See, I'm not the asshole everybody says that I am." You know what I mean?
Hey, Zimmer is.
That's
Kelly Zimmer.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I will prove it to you.
No, it's a different Kelly.
Well, if it's Kelly Zimmer, it's I'm telling you. I will prove it to you. I have messages and I have.
Okay, it's Doc Zimmer.
Oh, it's not Zimmer?
Yeah. No, it's not. I know, Kelly. It's not. It's a different person. I know that.
Is This is and no name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and vague or Vogue or something podcast. There's a lot of them. Those are all of them. She's got so many accounts that she replies to herself, up and down as if she's Geoffrey's an asshole. Yes, he is. You know what he did? Yes,
She goes, no, Geoffrey, I'm not.
All right, sorry, Kelly. That was $5 to say that.
No, Kelly is going through cancer right now, and it's definitely not her.
Kelly, there's a different Kelly. There's a lot of I think it's Kelly Zimmerman or something like that. But yeah, that's me too. Like she has accounts, and so she tried to get information from Mary, tried to get information from Varia. Like it's just all kinds of. This is just. They should give a class on this. I'm telling you, John.
They don't make social media for dummies. Oh shit, that's like $1 million idea. We're gonna have to do like social media for dummies.
Yes, I will be your host. I don't mind.
There's a million things I would have done differently. I never ever thought like anything would ever come from me live tweeting on Twitter 6 years ago. And I kind of just like felt, I don't know. And then
I was always scared of Twitter because I see every tweet put like Roseanne Barr to Trump to whoever. I'm like, I'm gonna get on Twitter.
Well, I used to think Twitter was like, that was how I started out Twitter. And then, once, because I used to cover like the Housewives before 90 Day. And then once I kind of focused on 90 Day, all the 90 Day cast resides on Instagram. And none of them are on Twitter. All that. So, moving over to Instagram, I was like, oh, this is so nice. And I'm like, oh God, no. I wish it was like Twitter. Like, I thought Twitter was bad. Instagram is 1 million times worse. Cause like, there's no, on Twitter, you have like a character. You can only type like, 280 characters. And then you get to get your point across quick. Here, I get novels and like in a comment, it must have took somebody an hour to write this comment that is as long as War and Peace to me. And I'm like,
it's 2,200 characters for Instagram.
No, it's got to be more than that.
My long posts, it's 2,200 characters, for sure. But it's nuts. It's just it's nothing that you're prepared for, and that I think there should be some sort of union for this whole 90 Day, or not 90 Day. I think there should be some sort of union for reality TV, whereas they're, given classes or given some sort of mental stance or something, where you prosper and be good at this, because we're not given any practice. We're not given insight to what's going on. And so it's, it's debilitating.
Let me ask you a question. When you like started doing this show, did production, or I don't know how to word this the right way. Did they ever did you know kind of how they were going to portray? Like a lot of people on this show now are saying, production told me I was going to be a villain, and
that's not true. And I
didn't think it was.
No, not true. You have no idea how you're going to be portrayed until you watch it on TV. And I even asked them, like, am I going to be the good guy or the bad guy? And they're like, I don't know. And I even
there's a hated person who just ended the show. Now, like, well, they told me I was going to be a villain, but like I didn't know I was going to be that big of a villain. And I'm like, really? Like, if they told you you're going to be a bad guy, would you have still?
Yeah.
And listen, I appreciate a good villain. Yeah. My favorite. You probably don't watch Housewives, but Kenya Moore is my favorite housewife, and she's a villain. But she, there's an art to being a villain. You know what I mean? And when you have people hate Omarosa, I love Omarosa. I think Omarosa is like one of the best reality TV people, because she plays the villain really well, and you need a good villain. But these people now, they try to be the villain, and it's like, no, you just suck. You're not a villain. You're just like a bad person.
Exactly. No, they do not tell you. You have no idea. Like I could have gone either way. Like I could have been a villain. I could have been a good guy. I could have been a sad guy, a happy guy, whatever. And they portray me, obviously as the, I don't even know what. Sometimes I was the aggressor. Sometimes whatever.
I was blowing a kiss to you, Geoffrey. Although if you want, I can. I was blowing a kiss to a comment. So there you go. Sorry.
No, you owe me a kiss.
I do. I did. As soon as because I messaged him, and I'm like, and then we were talking, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to give you a big fat sloppy wet kiss because like you're the best person on earth, and so.
Yeah, we
Then okay, so spoiler alert. So me and Geoffrey are going to be back on 90 Day Fiance. I'm leaving Cody. Don't tell him yet. And we're going to be the second gay couple on the history of the show. I'm sorry, I probably just broke NDA, but that's. And then Cody's going to be the villain, and he's going to come in, and that's what's going to happen.
I'm gonna take Geoffrey away from
I love you, Cody.
Oh, that's all he needs to hear. No, don't say that out loud.
Hey, that's my boo. That's my boo.
Cody's good now. But it's it's part of the course. It's what it is. So you don't know what's going to happen. And when I watched it and I was nervous that I was going to be the bad guy, and I don't think I turned out being the bad guy. Poor Andrew though. Andrew is the quintessential.
So you knew who I was talking about when I said that, because that's exactly who I was talking about without saying his name.
And he even came after me a little bit, made some sort of video with some.
Well, he was connected to that group with the Yahoo, and he's part of that.
He didn't know about he's naive. I'm telling you, like we all come into this naive. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know who anybody was. So I reached out a little bit and was like, hey, I want to be on the show. Go easy on me. That's kind of my first message. And I don't think that a lot of people know to do something like that. And so I immediately established a relationship, whereas, somebody like Andrew didn't do that. And so he thought, I was coming at him or I was doing whatever. I don't know him from Adam. I didn't see his season or his episodes or whatever he did. I do know he has only 9,000 followers, so I know that people do not like him.
Well, that's just, and I said that like a few lives back where I'm like, wow, when you're on the #1 rated TV show, you usually when you go on 90 Day, you probably are up to like 50,000 like by the second week or the third week. And like, well, I'm like, wow, you're still under 10K for a whole season. Like that's the slowest progression of followers I've ever seen.
And that he needs to change his name from whatever he is, Dragon, some another. He needs to change it to Andrew so-and-so. Like you need to, or 90 Day Andrew, and then before you get the blue check mark, change it to, Andrew dot his last name, whatever that is, and go from there. But he's not, that's his problem. Like he's turned into a villain, and you don't know who is the villain. I reached out.
Not a good villain. I think he gets off on the fact that he thinks he's a villain, but like, I could just see him like flipping his hair and like, I'm a villain, and, but, his big mistake on top of being an asshole was the fact that he went for David.
After David, yeah, you don't go after David. David's
like, David's like the king of like 90 Day Fiance. You don't screw with David, and that was like his death blow. I'm pretty sure.
David, some account somewhere, it said like Andrew. There's gonna be a fight between Andrew and David or something. I was like, does he get to pick a
oh yeah, I posted about it, and then that was the last time I got in trouble for you. Because they were like, we were talking about it, and you're like, does he get to pick who fights for him? And I pinned it, and I said, I'll allow it. And they're like, oh, John, look at you kissing Geoffrey's ass again. I'm like, there was a funny comment. Like,
so many people want to come after me because of rumors, nothing substantiated whatsoever. Zero, nothing, no allegation out there is substantiated. Did I go to prison for selling drugs? Yes, I did. I pled guilty. I said, yes, I sold drugs. Went to prison. Haven't touched drugs since. Haven't even seen it. Well, I saw a lot.
Be careful.
I saw a lot.
Be careful.
I saw a lot in prison. But, ever since then, I mean, it's been nothing. Like, I don't know that but, like my drug of choice of selling was cocaine. It's not in anymore. It's gone. So nobody does it. As far as I know, nobody does it anymore. Nobody's it's not here. It's not anywhere. And so it's completely gone. Like it's like trying to sell Quaaludes from the 70s,
Oh my god, what like
20s.
that's funny you say Quaaludes.
Yes.
Like, you know what? I wouldn't mind a good lewd. I'm just saying. Like, I never had a lewd, but from what I hear about them, like they were like the most amazing things in the world. Like, I'm like, you know.
Now, I mean, I don't care if you have a stash of them. Their chemical makeup is probably deteriorated, so it doesn't even matter. They're gone.
Yeah, I know. Like, they haven't made like they haven't made them in like what, like 30 since the 80s or some shit like that. But I'm like, you know, if I were to try something out, I think I'd try one of them lewds out, like the Tuinol and like all that stuff like from back then.
Frog. That's what I would do. So.
We're the same age. Me and you are like
Yeah.
you're 1 year older than me.
I would lick a frog. That's what I want. I want to lick a frog. I do. I want that whole frog aspect. You know, you go to Brazil or wherever it is and lick a frog and have some sort of episode, you know, with the Indians, or you know, aka native people. That's what I would like to do.
Oh, like the peyote, like that stuff.
Yeah,
Like
the frog licking peyote shrooms. They do all.
yeah, I don't think I could lick a frog.
Huh?
As big as a drug addict as I am, I have to draw the line somewhere. You know.
Like you supposed to gain your inward peace and the answer to the world's question of whatever the world's question is. I can't think of it right now. But all that, you know, like everything supposedly just comes
It's
together.
like a vision quest. That's it. Like when like you smoke the stuff and like, you know, you get your vision, like the vision quest. That's it. Like you get all the answers to like time and space.
Yes, exactly. And so all your universes become parallel and they come together and they merge and you connect with all your other beings. I just made all that up, but it sounds good.
No, but I thought you were talking truth, so that's all that matters.
Exactly. I can't wait to lick my frog.
I can't wait to see the clips that people post from this live and just tear us apart. That's gonna be a fun one. Wait, go check the page now. She probably already has it. You're accountable.
I will back everything up I said. Anybody that's not gonna eat somebody else when that apocalypse or the world is ending, you're crazy. You know.
Well, I watched The Walking Dead, and I'm like, I'm like, or like that movie Alive, like when like they had to eat the people, like, you know.
Yeah, and like, how dare Geoffrey drink from a puddle of water without filtering it and boiling it? Like, where the hell did you come from? Do you not hear about Neanderthals and before they had fire? How do you think you lived? You know.
Well, you're not like in the wilds, like you're not on Survivor, you know, or Naked and Afraid, like where they have to boil like the water and like, you know, do all that.
One day.
What you would do Naked and Afraid?
I would do it in a heartbeat. I would blast that. That would be a cakewalk. That'd be nothing.
Really, for me, it's like the barefootedness. I could probably get no.
I would make shoes immediately. Like I would go and find plastic bottles on a beach and make me some slippers to put
But
on.
what if there's no like? Okay, me and Cody were just talking about this the other day. Do you think like that, like that they trim the garden? Like, you know, do you think the men and the women like trim down there?
They shave it in the very beginning and they live there 21 days without doing anything. Yes.
Like, are they forced to shave it?
No, you're not forced to do anything.
Because I would think in like when you're doing the show, you probably want like a big 80s bush, right? To protect you from like everything. That would be like my logic. But then like I couldn't be like walking up to somebody being naked and with like my big 80s bush and be like, "Hi, I'm John." You know? Like I would be embarrassed of my big 80s bush, but at the same time, I would think that you would need the big 80s bush to protect you from like the elements.
No, I don't think that you're directed to do whatever it is that you want to do. Just because I've been on this, you know, my reality show and they're under the same umbrella of Discovery, I think that they just let you out there and that's it. You know, I think you need to prepare by watching.
I think these are serious questions that we're talking about here because that me and Cody had like an hour-long debate about like whether we would shave or not.
I would definitely shave. I would. You want to keep I would want to keep all the parasites off of me, but you're thinking of more so like mosquitoes and whatever else that are bloodborne suckers, you know. So I would be wanting to keep the lice and whatever, the crap, whatever you call it.
I would never do this show. Like I would do Survivor. No, as a young, like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, I would have done Survivor, but like not now. Like I can't shit in like a sand hole, and like I can't eat fucking rice every day. I'd be like the first one. I'm like, Jeff, take my torch out. I'm out. Like that would be it. Like I Big Brother. Actually tried out for an audition and almost made it, but I didn't. Like that's more my speed. You're in a house, you're playing Jenga, you got a pool, like that's more me. I could do Big Brother, but like Survivor or Naked and Afraid and like walking barefoot all the time, like no.
Do it. Like I prepare my life is that I'm always looking towards the future. Like I'm always preparing for the future. So like I will not buy those that car that I want, or I won't buy this or that I want. I'm preparing. Saving up. And so that's kind of the way it is in Survivor or Naked and Afraid, that I can live down here. I was poor growing up, I went through a lot of the same crap. So I could live down here and it's easy. And I could just say, here in 3 weeks.
See, but if you're on Survivor, okay, so say if both of us were on Survivor, like you'd be the first one voted out because you're built and you can like you're like outdoorsy, and meanwhile I'd be like the guy like in like the hammock, right? Like be like, did you see what Geoffrey just did? Like let's get him out.
I would play the game though. I know how to play the game. I can be like just kicking rocks. I know how to.
Eva Marie says, "Nice to see you, Geoffrey."
Oh, Eva, nice to see you, Eva. Oh, Eva, I think it's from Australia. Nice to see you too. Or see your words, but the whole I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about Survivor.
Yeah. So whatever I was.
Like, I'd be gunning for you, like but like not at first, because like I would need you like to build a shelter, and I would need you to catch the fish.
And you could use me, and then I could be like, "Oh, I'm sick. I can't move anymore. I've got to stay here." And so people will vote the stronger people off. And then I go find that idol or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, that would be me. Like I'd be looking for like the hidden idols, and I'd be the one getting the tree mail, like saying like, okay, like we need to get rid of this one. Like that would be me. Like that would be my play, because I can't do shit. I'm not gonna go spear fishing. I'm not gonna build no shelter. I'm not gonna find palm fronds and do all that crap. Like I'm gonna just be like the little instigator. That would be like my role on Survivor.
That would really be good on would be Hunger Games. Like, I think I would roll that.
And I would probably be the same on Hunger Games. I'd like be hiding like in a cat nest, like up in a tree, just waiting.
You be patient. I can be patient. Like I can bide my time so easily. Like it's so easy for me to be alone. Like I can be alone and be happy and not any issues, quiet, peaceful in my own thoughts, and just sit there with my bow and arrow cocked and ready to go,
I'm just gonna sit this one. I'm just gonna wait this one out and see like who kills each other, and like then I'm good. Like let everybody take care of each other, and then I'll pop out like towards the end.
Yeah, like I liked you. What was the girl's name that got killed? That was her friend.
Oh, Rue.
Rue, yeah, I liked you, Rue, but I'm sorry. It's like.
Well, at the end, someone's got to win. So it's the hard choices.
Yeah, yes, it is. All right. I think I'm gonna get off here. I love you.
I love you too. And it's perfectly. We're at almost an hour exactly. So good timing. Everybody have a great night. We're gonna eat some dinner. Geoffrey, thank you so much, and thank you for using your Instagram magic on these horrendous people who are just.
There's more coming.
And they already started new accounts, but fuck them. So it's cool.
More coming.
All right. Everybody have a great night. I will see you all soon. Bye.